And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely feeling. Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm the Ukulele Fool, and today it's a patron request. It was voted on and they wanted Hotel California, and I'm so glad they did. If you're new to my channel, I'm a professional educator who fell in love with the ukulele, and I foolishly believe that it can change the world. And so I also have charity projects that I'm always doing, and I do that in connection with my patrons. So I've got a link down below. If you want to consider joining us on Patreon, you can do so at a very small amount per month. You only need 8 chords to do this song. Now, I would not say that these are all beginner chords. They're more advanced beginner chords. So if you're still at a beginner level, this might give you quite a challenge. And if you want to feel nice and comfortable with this tutorial, you should have several months of experience under your belt before you tackle it. I'm not going to be going over each of those chords in this tutorial, but what I will be going over is the trickier chord transitions. And I have got some fabulous hacks that are going to harness the power of your brain to get those fingers in shape faster. So I've got hacks for both the chord transitions and then also the strumming pattern. I very carefully selected a strumming pattern so you're not doing too much active strumming with the words. And then I've got, hacks to make it better, smoother, less frustrating for you. I'm a history nerd, so I'm going to share some of the things about this song that I think are interesting and cool, and I hope you do too. And there's a very nice, leisurely play along at the end as well. The chord transition from G to D can be tough because everything has to change. But here's the hack. It doesn't have to do that. You can keep a G shape and move it to make a D. I'll show you how. The G shape is your peace fingers, and then you use your ring finger to get that third string down. So peace fingers going on C and A, and then your ring finger goes on the E string, G. We'll translate that shape and put it in a different place and vary it just slightly. This is what I mean. Take your peace fingers, put it on the A and E string, and then take that ring finger and cram it there on the C string, and you can still have a D. It's just your fingers are in a different configuration, keeping more of that G shape. So you can go from G to D. I don't do it that way, but I know people who do, and they say, it's so much easier. And I think if I had learned that D shape first, it'd be easy for me too. So if you're still, fairly new and flexible and fluid mentally on that D shape, this may be a perfect hack for you. And I've got another hack. Going from D minor to E7 is another one of those chord transitions where it just seems like everything has to change. But I'm going to see if I can shift your perspective on that. For D minor, these two fingers of the chord shape, they have to move over for E7. So they stay on that second fret and they stay moved together and they just move over. They just shift a little bit. So if you can think of them as just moving over, scoot. Then the only thing that really has to do much moving is the index finger. And most people have more dexterity in their index finger. So you've got the D minor, and then the index finger has to shift over to the A string. Practice that mentally, just nice and slow, using your eyes to see it too, because that visual information will actually help your brain translate it to your fingers. It's not cheating to look. Eventually you don't want to look, but for learning purposes, yeah. So those are my hacks for chord transitions, and as always, you can just focus on those in isolation. If you're always trying to play music from the top to bottom all the time, that's not the wisest strategy for practicing and getting there quicker and eliminating frustration. Take the chord transitions that are challenging for you and just work those out in isolation. Have your favorite beverage, whether that be coffee or water or, martini, whatever. And sometimes I watch television if I'm working on really specific challenges in isolation. Sit down. Your brain's got to do so much when you're playing ukulele anyway that you're not cheating by keeping yourself entertained, and just focus on something really nice and small and have fun with it. I hope that you have found this tutorial useful for your ukulele journey. And if so, please hit the like, the thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel, because the more people that do that, the more YouTube thinks that this is a worthy video to rise up to the top so other players can find it too. On an A minor, I'll just do it really nice and slow, and you've got the visual here too. So you know how it goes. Let me break it down for you so that you can understand it, and I'll give you those hacks. I need you to put the beat on your body, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. Reason I want you to put it on your body somewhere. You can put it on your lap, you can do it on your shoulder, whatever. You can tap your hand. And I want one keeps stationary and the other moves. That's an important part of this, because your ukulele shouldn't be moving around, right? So I want you to say with me like this. Down, down. Captain, please bring my wine. 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 Like that. That is the rhythm of the strum. If you mute your fingers lightly and go down, down. Captain, please bring my wine. Down, down. Captain, please bring my wine. So first two downs are in isolation, down, rest, and then you double it up. Down, up. You have a silent third beat, and then up, down. Try it with me, muting your strings. 1, 2, and here we go. Down, down. Captain, please bring my wine. Down, down. Captain, please bring my wine. Remember to keep your motions really gentle and soft. Captain, please bring my wine. And try to keep it as focused and small as possible for now. You feel really comfortable that you're getting the down ups, that your words are helping you, and that you're not yet worried about chords. Well, then after that feels nice and comfortable, then worry about the chords. This song has a chord progression, a sequence of chords that repeats over and over again without fail in this song. So let's do that chord progression nice and slowly with this strumming pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Down, down, Captain, please bring my wine. 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 Down, down, so important that you say that. While you do that, I have a timestamp down below so that if you want to just repeat that over with me, great. Those are some of the really things that'll tighten up your strumming by doing that deliberate practice of taking it away from the lyrics and then putting it with words. My last little tip on the strumming is the reason I picked this strum is because it's more active. The down, up, down, or Captain, please bring my wine happens mostly when we are finished doing a phrase. What do I mean? Oh, I'll just show you. On a dark desert highway. You don't do any of that active stuff until you're on highway. So you're not having to challenge yourself so much with singing out a string of words, one word, over all that active thing. Now that doesn't always hold true, but it holds true probably 85% of the time. I'll give you an example of where that doesn't hold true. Then she lit up a candle and she showed that and she is just tossed in at the very end. When you're going to have a situation like that, think of it, they're what's called a pickup. And it's just leading you into the next phrase. So pretty much candle gets most of that active strumming. Let's do the history nerd alert. According to Glenn Fry and Don Henley, in numerous interviews, they have said that Hotel California is about excess and self-indulgence in America. That's the meaning behind the song. And they even give a nod to the band Steely Dan for they stab it with their steely knives. That was a deliberate reference to another very popular band at the time. I've actually been to a place in Mexico that claims to be the Hotel California. It was about 25 years ago, and I was cruising around the Baja Peninsula in a Westfalia Vanagon camper. And I came to a dusty end-of-the-road kind of town called Todos Santos. And it's a quaint little town, and I was using a payphone with a Ladatel card to call my parents, and just across the street's the Hotel California. And so the kids and I said, well, we got to go, right? And so we went in there, and it's beautiful, kind of that coral pink stucco and nice courtyard and things like that. And they so firmly believe that they are the Hotel California on a dark desert highway. Warm smell of colitas, marijuana in the air. Anyway, they believe that they are the inspiration for that song, and they play the song 24/7, it seems like. I mean, I never passed the place without it playing Hotel California in the lobby. I felt so sorry for those poor workers. Anyway, that's my own personal experience with the Hotel California. I'm asking for forgiveness right here from the onset because this is a long song. It's over 5 minutes long, and for me to lock in to do the same pattern over and over again is a challenge because I usually am more fluid with my strumming if I'm performing. And so if I make slight variations, please forgive me. Same thing if I make a little bobble with the words, go with what I have in print. Okay. Or better yet, become a patron, get the chord chart, get all sorts of rewards. 1, 2, and here we go. There she stood in the I hope you had fun doing that. You know, I see that line, this could be heaven, this could be hell. I don't know about you, but I'm the queen of the road trips, and I've done some. I usually put about 8,000 miles a year on road trips or more, going through small little towns in Canada primarily, although I used to do lots of Mexican road trips too. And boy, you go to some of these places, if you're not, even a campground, you go, well, this could be heaven and this could be hell. Mostly heaven. Mostly heaven. Yeah. Hope. Let me know. Do you have any experiences like that? If you're one of the people here, 2 people that are here to the end, let me know down in the comments below.